My name is Sharafuddin Mohammed, and I am the Senior Manager Enterprise Marketing for MTN Nigeria. At MTN, we've always believed that everyone deserves the benefit of a modern connected life, and it's not different for growing businesses. When we launched the REV program sometime last year, we had promised that we will always take technology and digital inclusion to SMEs. And MTN Engage is now one of such solutions. So we're happy to bring this first to you because we want to see how we can boost or encourage SMEs to do business in a more technology savvy manner. And we're happy to bring this to you. And we're happy that these are also people involved in the REV program that we have done before. So permit me today to introduce a few of the people that will be driving this with me. And the first one is Tayo Ashiru. Tayo Ashiru is the country manager for Ajua, who is a partner on this solution with us, with MTN. Oliver Makonji, product manager for Ajua, also as a partner. And then we have Damilola Ronsewe. Damilola Ronsewe ran the REV program and is the senior manager for SMEs. And of course, he'll be driving a bit of this today. We have Uloma Otika, who is from Honey House Confectionery, and that is one of our Yellow 200 REV program recipients. And then we have Febisola Oyeni, who is the senior manager for strategic accounts with MTN. So sit back and let's take your business to the next level. So now I call on Tayo, the country manager at Ajua, to take us through a short presentation. Thank you very much. Over to you, Tayo.
Thank you very much, Sharaf. Good morning, Yellow, and welcome. My name is Tayo Ashiru. I'm the country head of Ajua, Africa's first integrated customer experience company. And I'll be sharing a short presentation with you. So I'm here to talk to you about a tool that we believe can truly revolutionize and disrupt the way SMEs and micro SMEs in Nigeria do business. I'll first of all like you to ponder and to ask yourselves, how do you rate your relationship with your current customers? Do you know their names, their phone numbers? Do you know their birthdays? Do you know how much money they spend with your outlets and how much they contribute to your bottom line? Do you know their individual contributions to your bottom line as well? Do you also know their pain points, their complaints, the things that they keep complaining about when they visit your store? Do you know your customers who always owe you money? The ones who collecting money becomes an issue after a while. These are some of the challenges that we see SMEs having in Nigeria. Over the last 1 year, we as Ajua have been asking SMEs these questions. Specifically, what are the challenges that the businesses are having? And how can technology be used to improve their businesses and their bottom line? And we've highlighted 4 of some of the top shared challenges that SMEs have been telling us they have doing business in Nigeria. First is brand exposure. It's said that it costs about 5 times as much to get a new customer as it does to keep an existing customer. So getting new customers into your store costs money, and the money to advertise, the money to advertise your business on social media, on traditional media, is a challenge for SMEs. There's also the tedious business processes. Things that work today don't work tomorrow, challenges with power, challenges with computing and getting the right tools in place to ensure your businesses run smoothly. Some of the other challenges are understanding exactly what your customer needs. Who are your customers? Where are they based? Are you situated close to them? How many of them are in your locale? Or how many of them cost you a lot of money in transportation alone? Do you know your customers, and do you know what they're inclined to spend when they come to your store? Then finally, sales, and sales is a general issue for every business, not just the SMEs. Getting new revenues into your books is a constant push that we all strive for. Now imagine what will happen if MTN Nigeria, the biggest mobile network in the country, with over 40 million SMEs on this network, partners with Azure, Africa's first integrated customer experience company, to bring to you a single tool, a single application that can address all the challenges I have highlighted previously. We present to you MTN Engage. MTN Engage is an application that you can download and register within 2 minutes from the Google App Store. Once you're registered, the app will give you your own unique business code. And I'm gonna say that again. Once you register, you will receive your own unique business code. And this digital business code is a code you can use to communicate, to interact, to collect revenue, to collect feedback, to promote your businesses, and do so much more. It's akin to what we see with 777 and other banks who utilize USSD business codes in order to give their customers real-time access to numerous business channels and opportunities. So once you register and download this app, you will have the similar tools or a similar tool to what the mega banks in Nigeria have had for the last 2 years. You will be able to do the same things that they could do when they launched 777 and the other USSD codes. Your business becomes immediately digitalized and accessible from anywhere. Some of the things that you're able to do, in addition to what I've mentioned, are collecting payments digitally. You won't need a POS in your store. You won't need power on your device, on your phone. You can collect payments automatically, even without data. You can get real-time surveys asking your customers how they feel about your business. What works, what doesn't work. What would they like to see improved? What are the pain points and what are the happy points? And by getting that feedback and by retaining that feedback and analyzing that feedback, your business can grow in leaps and bounds. You can also send notifications to all your customers. Special promotions, things to show your customers that you value them and that you value their loyalty. Come Christmas, come Mother's Day, come Women's Day, you can send your clients within those specific genres special offers tailored just for them, giving them special discounts. As I've said, all this and more is available on MTN Engage for the small price of 500 Naira a month. That 500 Naira a month includes 150 SMSs. Now, the value of 150 SMSs in most cases is more than 500 Naira a month. So the SMSs which your application will use to communicate with your customers alone is worth the value of the subscription per month. Not even talking about or including the fact that you can receive payments. You don't need a POS. You don't need a cash machine. You don't need people to transfer from the app to your app, which requires data on both sides. You can collect surveys, feedback on exactly how your customers feel about your business and how you can improve your business. There's so much more to this app, and it's my pleasure and my delight to introduce it into the country. We're now going to play for you a short demonstration and video just to show you exactly how the app looks and feels and how it works technically. As I've said previously, please go to the Google App Store now, search for MTN Engage and download. Once your customer dials *6031* your unique code, they immediately get connected to your store. They can pay for goods at your store, as well as submit feedback, what they liked, what they didn't like. They can also go and check what the latest offers are and any discounts available on your store today. So you need to keep on, once you download the application and once you register and you get your code, the first thing you must do is share this code with as many people as possible, with as many of your customers as possible. Share the code online, share it on Facebook, on social media, on all the digital mediums.
You can print it and put it even in your store to hang right somewhere in your store, in your shop, wherever your presence is, so that people can store. They can take it and then give you feedback. Thanks, Tayo.
Yes, as mentioned, it gives you the same power, the same opportunities as the big banks. And we've all seen what they managed to do with their unique business codes. You can now do the same with your unique business code. It's free.
So you can leave, sorry, Tayo. So you can leave your store and be assured that your customers can give you feedback on what your sales girls or store staff have, how they treated your customers. So you can take feedback at any time. And like Tayo said, you just took it out of my mind, my mouth. You are now going to be as big as a bank, because that *737 that the GT Bank, for instance, has is what you also have. If you open *737 today, what you see is a menu that allows you to do digital transactions with GTB. So we're giving you the same kind of code that can allow your customers and people do digital transactions with you. Another part that we need to emphasize is it allows you to manage debt and manage customers. So now you're able to enter your customer profile, customer information, and manage who has paid, who is due to pay at a certain date, and things like that. So, like I said before, keep putting in your questions and questions in the section that we have provided, so that with time we'll then be able to answer these questions. Tayo?
Thanks so much, Sharaf. So in a few minutes, we're going to show you the video and the demonstration of exactly how this app looks. But just to give you a quick preview, this is what the storefront and the homepage will look like. This is where your unique business code will be displayed. And to the left of the unique business code are the buttons required to share your code with your customers and your prospects. This app allows you. Yes, Chef.
Yeah, when you finish, I think we'll just move into the question and answers first, and then we'll come back to the demo.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, brand exposure. Now you can promote your products and services as well as target new customers. Business process automation. All the tools required for your business to become digital now available to you on one single application. Customer experience, the ability to get a sense of what your customers are saying, what their complaints are, what they love about your store, what they don't like so much about your store, now available to you again on one single application. And sales, the ability to collect money digitally, even without access to the internet. By dialing your business number and pressing 1, customers can pay for goods from their account directly to your account in a matter of seconds.
Thanks, Tayo.
MTN Engage helps you join the digital economy, retain your existing customers by keeping them happy, by keeping them loyal, and keeping them coming back for more. It also helps you to improve on your business management.
Okay. So now we move into questions and answers, and I'm sure you guys have a lot for us to answer. So I will like to introduce again our Senior Manager for Small and Medium Enterprises, Damilola Ronsewe, who will be leading the questions and answers. Over to you, Dami.
All right, thank you. So a few questions that we've had. A lot of people are asking that they can't find it on the App Store. Tayo, I'd like you to take this and explain in detail what they need to search for and why they can't find it if they can't find it on the App Store, and what they need to do. Tayo?
Thank you very much.
Hello, Tayo, okay.
Thank you very much. So as mentioned, if you go to the Google Play Store and just input the keywords MTN and Engage, ENGAUGE, you should be able to locate it. However, for some devices whose Google stores are locked out or are locked to a different country, MTN is going to provide you with a separate application store where you can download this app from. And we're going to share the 2 URLs with you after this launch. So we'll share both the URL to the Play Store as well as a URL to another store for those who can't locate it on their current Play Store version.
Okay. Thank you very much, Tayo. And I think this also explains to Saeed Lassisi about the Huawei phone. Because the Huawei phone does not have the Play Store, you might need to also download from the APK that we'll be sharing at the end of this presentation. So with that, you'll be able to have it and download it on your Huawei phone. Also, Celestina Otoro is asking, she wants you to explain in detail how the payment structure works. So their customers are going to be dialing the USSD short code. How does it work? Can you explain that in detail, Tayo?
Thank you very much. So on the application itself, one of the first things you're supposed to do is to register your bank's details. So you register your account number and the name of your bank. Once that's done, your unique business code that MTN provides you is tied to your bank account number. So once a customer dials that unique business code, they can digitally transfer money into your bank. The customer does need to have USSD banking available, which is something that they have to not apply for, but set up with their bank. And once that's done, they can pay you by dialing the USSD code.
So there's a question from Daniel Udo. Does MTN provide subscribers of MTN Engage access to MTN phone numbers for bulk SMS marketing? Daniel, no. You can engage your own customers, but we do not provide access to MTN phone numbers for bulk SMS marketing. You have inbuilt on the service 150 bulk SMS, but tied it to use to engage your own customers that you have on your base, and not MTN providing you numbers. Also going to, so Tayo, there is Abayomi Onifade is asking, apart from the monthly 500 Naira charges, will there be any percentage charge when my customer pays for the service?
There's a charge from your customer, not for you as a merchant. So as you know today, anytime you transfer money today or you pay via the POS, there is a charge which is reflected as a transaction fee. So it's usually around 1.5 to 2% of the value of the goods. So there is a small charge to your customer, not to you as a merchant. But the charge is in line with charges we see when we go to the ATM to withdraw cash, or when we pay for goods using the POSs, or make transfers from one account to another account. It's in line with those charges.
Okay, a lot of questions on the code. Remnant is asking, can I change my code to my desirable numbers? I'm sorry, Remnant, you cannot do that. The code is automatically generated for you. And it's a beautiful *6031*, your 3-digit number, your unique digital code. So you cannot change that as well. Also questions on, can other customers from other networks dial the code? No, not at the moment. Only available for MTN customers only. Then there's a very interesting question from Brahima Abdul Razak. How do I use the app to promote my business on social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram? Tayo, would you like to take this, please? How do I use the app to promote my business on social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram?
Thank you. So once you log into the app, there's a button, one of the top buttons or the 4 main buttons says promote my business or promote your business. Once you press that button, it then lets you share your code, the name of your store, and information about your store on any of the social media applications you currently belong to. So it's important that when you register your business, you put in as much information as possible, because the application will crop from those details information about your store, and it's that data, it's those inputs that it shares automatically on your social media channels once you enable it to do so.
Thank you very much, Tayo. And so we're having a lot of also insights that customers are sharing. Olubukola Ogumola says she will appreciate if the app enables you prepare an invoice for your customer who orders online. So right now it's still basically USSD, and you can actually engage your customer through SMS, who you have delivered a service to tell them about their bill. In terms of an invoice, I think this is good feedback, which we'll also take. But right now, what you can do is engage your customers through SMS on the bill that is currently being owed. Tayo, I don't know if you want to add anything to that in particular, or Sharaf. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Yeah. Okay. So I just wanted to know if you wanted to add anything to Bukola's question on if the app will enable you prepare an invoice. I'd already answered that you can actually send us a message to the customer, your customer, and tell them about the debt owed, but not an invoice, which also serves as an invoice, but not for a generic invoice that can be shared online. I wanted to know if you had anything to add to that, but if not,
one of the great features about this app is the pulse page. And when you press the pulse page, it gives you data and it gives you details on all activities that have been recorded on the app. So when you add a customer, when you collect revenue from the customer, when you have a debt, when you send a special offer, all those details are collected and stored on the pulse page. So that serves as something you can always refer to in terms of how much revenue do you have coming in. In terms of sending something to the customer, yes, once you can send the bill to the customer via SMS and the customer through the app, and then the customer can pay for the bill by dialing the unique short code.
Okay, thank you, Tayo. I have a very important question, and Adamu is asking, can you have two businesses on one short code? Who wants to take that?
I probably have to think about that for a second, but my immediate reaction is no. I mean, it's maybe, but it'd be complicated because you put the name of your store. So you'll have to put Theo's Enterprises and maybe Theo's Mechanics. And then, every time you're communicating to your customer, it's going to be Theo's Enterprises plus Theo's Mechanics communicating to the customer. So it won't be that clear. What you need to do is probably have a second device, a second MTN phone number, and then you could download the app twice and on the second app, store or input the details of your second business.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I would like to thank Adamu, because that's a very valid one. And I think those are the kind of things that we consider and release in maybe like a phase 2. But for now, remember that what you do is take information about your business, which is one of the businesses. And you can manage your debtors, you can manage your customers, you can manage their profile, what they've bought. And you really don't want to mix the books of two of your businesses, okay? So for now, yes, you can only have it on one app, one business on one app, so as to focus and be able to tell information about that particular business. But thanks, feedback well taken. I think it's something that should be considered in a future release. So we'll continue to improve as we go, since its application is digital and we can release better versions. Thanks, Adam. Okay, let me try to go on before Dami catches up again. Right? Should I, Dami? Okay, so there's a question or there's a comment from Yusuf Abdul Malik, who says, good job, MTN. I really want to start this business, but how can I start? All you have to do is go to the App Store and download the application, use your phone number and start to use the app. There's another one from Wasiu Jimo that says, good to be here again. The rev was superb. Hope this will favor me this time. Yes, it will favor you. Can I transfer money from the app to other bank accounts? Okay, so let me answer this, Jimo Wasiu. The answer to that is, when you're setting up yourself, like Tyra had said before, you will have provided your bank information. So when you take payments, we actually don't keep your payments in the app. The payment goes directly into your bank account. So you must have linked your bank account into the app so that whenever you take payments, it goes directly in there. And from that bank account, you can then move to other accounts or move to other banks. But you cannot transfer cash from the app into another bank account unless you have linked or registered that bank account. So it will ask you for basic information like your account number, your BVN. Don't be surprised, it's safe, it's secured. You will be able to take payments using the app.
All right, I wanted to ask a question about security because it was asked quite a lot. I don't know if you've addressed that or it's something we really want to take and address. Hello?
Yes, security is always paramount and what's the word? It's always very important when developing such applications. The app has numerous security features, including unique PIN codes that you are required to set up before you can access the app and before you can access any of your banking information. So there are 2 steps of security protocols before you can access your banking information. One to access the app and another to access your banking data.
Yeah. Also know that the app has an integration of one of the top payment integrators licensed by the CBN. So we don't keep your payment information on our side. It is actually with a reputable organization licensed by the CBN. So thank you very much. Service is also very relevant, and this app also attends to your needs. Remember, we've always emphasized the fact that it allows you to manage your customers. So if you're a lawyer, a doctor, for instance, you are still able to take information about each of your patients, each of your clients, and be able to record whatever transaction or activity that you have with them. You're also able to take their payments, you're able to manage them, you're able to know which payment is due, you're able to take payments from them. So yes, service is very relevant. At the end of the day, on our website, we'll share some FAQs that will further guide you. But if you do not understand, please let us know so that we can provide further explanation. But service is well taken care of, and it also allows you to take information about clients in the service industry.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Zainab has a very interesting question, and I think it's one of my favorites. She's asking, will I be able to create customer accounts using the app that will enable me save customer information like birthdays, children's birthdays, etc.? I'd like us to spend a bit of time on this so that we can really elaborate the customer management features of this app. Thank you.
Okay, so that is really the prime essence of this application. In addition to collecting money digitally, it is first and foremost a customer relationship, customer management application. So yes, you can collect all the data about your customers, and you are meant to use the app to collect all the data about your customers. You can get their birthdays, what they like buying, their likes, their dislikes, all that can be stored, and every customer can have its own unique profile, which can expand with as much detail as you can. Every time a customer gives you feedback, you can input that feedback into his profile. That yes, this customer has said this for 3, 4, 5 times, this same feedback. This customer spends this amount of money at my store. Every single thing the customer does, you can record it afterwards. So you can always go back to look through your records to see exactly which customers are doing what, which customers are giving you what type of feedback, which customers are loyal, which customers do you want to reward. All the data is collectible and is available on the application itself.
Thank you very much, Tayo. Thank you. So Lawrence says we have not answered this question, and I think we want to spend some time here. But briefly, Lawrence wants to know the customer who wants to make the payment or to whom you want to send feedback or offers to. Must they only be MTN subscribers, or can they also be from other networks? At the moment, this is only to MTN subscribers, where we will be expanding this to other networks in due course. But at the moment, this is only for MTN subscribers at the moment. So the next question is, okay, so also just to quickly take Modupe or Shinderos, can I run this app without having a physical working store? Absolutely, you can. Once you have the products you are engaging, even if it's online, you're able to use this app. Once you have your products, you're able to use that. You don't need a physical store. Then also Bolanle Molumo is asking, when is it going to be available in Apple Store? Tayo, would you like to take
that? Thank you for that. Yes, we are working very hard to get it available on the Apple Store. However, there is a URL you can go to with your Apple device now to get a similar version to the application, although it's via the website. You can access it by going to www.engage.store. So for those with iPhones only, you can go to the browser of your iPhone or your laptop and go to www.engage.store. STORE.
Thank you. Please keep your questions coming. I have a question from Ikechukwu. Can we register more than one of our company's bank accounts? Also, while you're answering that, also, what is the maximum number of short code that is allowed per customer in a month? I'm not really clear about that. But answer from Ikechukwu, can we register more than one of our company's bank accounts?
You cannot, at this time, register more than one of your company's bank accounts. At this time, although we can look into that as the feature request, if it's something that businesses say they require. But for now, it's one USSD code tied to one bank account for seamless transactions. Maybe there can be a feature menu later whereby you can select which of the businesses banks you want to pay into. To answer the question about how many interactions, which I think is what the gentleman asked. You can send 150 engagements per month. That's 150 engagements. That's adverts to your customers, as well as 20 surveys. 20 surveys being two-way feedback. So you can send 20 surveys on your own, plus 150 advertising or offers to your customers. Customers can also, obviously, if they have your code, engage you whenever they want and give you and provide surveys and feedback whenever they want to.
Okay, thank you, Tayo. So I'm getting to the series of last questions. So a lot of questions on charges. Once you answer this question, I guess Alex can play the video. If we have more questions, we might go back to them. Charges, what are the actual charges to the customers or the merchants? What are the charges? Can you explain that in detail?
Thank you for that. Before I get there, I made a slight error with the URL. It's https://engage.store. That's https://engage.store. That's without the www. It's just //engage.store. I apologize for that. With regards to charges, the charges from you as a merchant or for you as a merchant are 500 Naira per month only. I do believe MTN is perhaps doing a special offer for people that join quickly, but the charges are 500 Naira per month subscription only. Everything else is inclusive of that fee. Now, charges from the customer to the merchant, I'll be very transparent. If the customer the charges are 1.4% plus 30 Naira, plus any bank charges that your bank may have. Now, some banks charge about 30 Naira per transaction. So that will therefore become 1.4% plus 30 plus 30. In most cases, though, charges will not go beyond 2% of the transaction. Some banks charge, I think Fidelity Bank charges the slightly higher rate for USSD transactions. For you to receive money into your account from a USSD transaction, they charge 50 Naira. So therefore, the customer's total fee for that transaction will be 1.4% of the transaction plus 30 Naira plus the 50 Naira from the bank. I hope that answers the question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just to
Thank you.
Just to add quickly that the address, if you're not able to find it in your Play Store for Google subscribers and your App Store for iPhone subscribers, has been posted on the chat. So you can simply download it. There is https://engage.store. So it's right there, please. You can go there to click if you're not able to find it in your store. Thanks. Dami, any more questions?
No, not at the moment. If I get more, we'll revisit, but you can go ahead. Thank you. Okay, so just a quick one. Someone is asking, can I share with my international customers or just for Nigerian customers? I think the answer to that, it is at the moment, you can only dial or access the USSD code from Nigeria.
Yeah, but if you're roaming, if your international customer is roaming and using an MTN line, yes, they can also dial the USSD code to make payments or give you feedback. So if the customer is using an MTN line while abroad, you can share with them, but they will not be able to dial with a foreign number or with a non-MTN number. Thanks, Dami.
Fantastic. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Sharaf, over back to you. If we see any questions, we will answer directly on the Q&A tab. Any questions that come in, we'll address it directly. But over to you so we can continue the program. Thank you very much for all your questions. Very fantastic questions. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Dami. Thank you very, very much. Thanks, Tayo. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for listening. We have almost 500 participants right now, and we have tons of questions. I hope we have been able to clear quite a number of them. If you have further questions, like Dami has said, please type it so that we can answer. So next, we'll try to do the demo again and play the video. Over to you, Oliver.
Can you guys see the video?
Good morning, everyone. We introduce you to an entrepreneur by the name of Ade who sells wristwatches in Edo State and has a challenge selling to his customers. After hearing from MTN how a mobile customer relationship management tool can help him increase productivity and revenues, he downloads the MTN Engage app from the Google Play Store to help him interact better with his customers. After downloading, Ade opens the app and enters the name of his business, the industry it's in, his full name, his phone number, and the state he operates in. Once this is done, the registration process is complete and he's ready to use the app. Ade is delighted to see that the first month of subscription is free, after which subscription options of 500 Naira a month or 5,500 Naira a year are available for unlimited access to the app. One of the most important features of this app is that it provides Ade with a unique business shortcode as shown on the screen. This is Ade's new digital identity, and he immediately shares it with all his existing customers and prospects on social media. The other key things Ade will be able to do on the homepage, in addition to promoting his business, is track payments, engage his customers for feedback, and create personalized offers. The Pulse page gives Ade the ability to view all his in-app activities in real time. For example, the addition of a new customer or any payments made using the business shortcode. The first time he presses it, it takes him to the input bank details page. Ade proceeds to put in his bank details. The customer page gives a complete list of Ade's customers and allows him to click on each individual customer to see their details as well as interact with them. Ade wishes to create a special offer for the watches he has been unable to sell and quickly creates a 20% discount to his customers for the batch of watches. He can do so from his page, as well as being able to view active and past offers that he has created. Some of his customers have redeemed the offer code Ade sent, but 2 customers bought on credit with a promise to pay in 1 day and the other in 1 week's time. Ade agrees and immediately logs the amounts owed and the terms on his debt page. Ade has a few questions about features not immediately visible on the app. He therefore goes to the settings page and finds most of the answers under the FAQs tab. For the answers he couldn't find, he presses the Call MTN button and speaks to an agent. Ade is ready to go and is happy to see the money, the feedback, and the happy customers rolling in.
That's all, folks.
Okay, thank you very much, Oliver. Thank you so much. So to bring this closer to us, we would like to present one of the recipients of our REV program so that she can tell us what she has experienced about this app. And so it can also help us understand the fact that it is for you, it is for small businesses, so she can tell us her experience. And this is no other person than Uloma Otika, the CEO for Honey House Confectionery. Uloma, are you there? Hi, Uloma.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Good morning. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can, loud and clear. Thanks for joining.
I'm fine. Good morning. Good morning. The Engage app has taken a lot of stress from me because over the years, I've been wondering on how to get all my in one place. So imagine losing your phone and then maybe you lose your SIM and you have to start all over. You have to, start collecting your contacts. You have to start sending them messages one by one that, you've gotten your phone and all that. So it's this Engage app is the height of innovation. For me, and I know for so many others, is the height of innovation because you have all your customers in one place. Or you have the reminders, or you just immediately have a button, you just give it to them. And for me, it's taken a lot of it. And in fact, it's like a dream come true. I'm so happy with this app. So happy with it.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. So Uloma's connection was not so strong, but let me try to summarize what she has said. She said it's the height of innovation, and she mentioned the point that I didn't even think about before now, which is the fact that if you lose your phone, then you are still able to retain your customer information, because this app is cloud-based. Cloud-based meaning it is on the internet. So at any point, when you just re-download the app, enter your password, you're still able to see all your customers. Uloma, we can hear you. Do you still have something to tell us?
Yeah, you basically said that's the most important thing about the app. The fact that you can get all your customers in one place. You can reach out to both your existing and potential customers. That's the height. In a nutshell, it allows you to have all your customers in one place. It's a beautiful app. It's a one thing, and it's easy to use. No hassles at all.
Okay, thanks so much, Uloma. That connection was not so clear, but I think I picked on two more things again. And the first one, she said that people take you more serious when you have a USSD identity. Just imagine, you're just like a bank. You're like an FCMB or a GTB that has that unique code that is strictly or just for you, okay? And the second thing is you're able to have all your information in one place. So you're able to manage your customers, you're able to take payments, it's like an ERP. So you're able to take so much all in the app and it's on the go. So at any point in time, even when you're not in the office, when you're not in your store, you're able to take feedback and you're able to know how your staff are treating your customers. We have promised not to take too much of your time. We have just a minute to the end of this program. I hope I'm not missing anything. So next I'm going to call on Febisola Oyeniyi, Senior Manager, Sales, Strategy Sales, to give vote of thanks. Over to you, Febi.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being part of the economy. This is evident in the REF program held last year. And as the leading telecom company in Nigeria and indeed Africa, we are committed to complement the government effort in driving economic growth through technology. So from all of us in enterprise business, we say thank you to each and every one of you for being part of today's session, and we hope to hear from you. So for comments and questions, you can send an email to letstalk@mtn.com, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. So thank you once again, and bye for now.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks. We really appreciate that you joined. Bye for now. Bye. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Please don't forget, letstalk.ng@mtn.com for your feedback. And you can also download the app from engage.store, the HTTPS that we've left on the chat side. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Thanks so much.